Hello and welcome to the weather hazard briefing presented by National Weather Service Pocatello for Thursday, May 12th. Take a look at what you'll see in this presentation. We have one storm leaving this morning and then another storm arrives this evening. This will keep winds gusty. They've been gusty all during the overnight hours with some light precipitation over the eastern highlands. And when the next storm arrives, it will be bringing strong winds. It will have resulted in a wind advisory being issued for the northern end of the Snake River Plain and a lake wind advisory for American Falls Reservoir. So the wind will increase again during the afternoon. This will also bring scattered to numerous showers depending on location. And also there is a risk of some isolated afternoon thunderstorms. This next low will continue to bring rain and snow through Friday evening, along with more widespread and still very windy conditions. And then high pressure returns for the weekend. This will diminish precipitation, at least partially on Saturday, and then Sunday, probably of the next 7 days, will be our driest and warmest. And then we're looking for rainy, windy, and stormy conditions to return Sunday night or Monday. So this is our current satellite image. You can see the streaming clouds over the eastern half of our forecast area, and that is what is producing some light rain. You can see some of the lower clouds in the light blue below it as they break through, and you can see them from satellite. And then our next storm for late tonight, you can see it's moving already into central Oregon. So we have a very full risk outlook. So today, windy and very windy conditions for the Snake Plain, the Magic Valley, and the South Hills. Elsewhere, a lot of rain and snow, with the main focus being the eastern highlands. That would be the Island Park area, where you can see it's likely. Everywhere else, it's pretty much chance, along with some isolated thunderstorm areas in the Sawtooth, Lemhi County, and Lost River. By Friday, it will continue to be windy to very windy once again for the Snake River Plain and eastern Magic Valley. And then you can see there is some morning chances of snow and rain in the eastern highlands. And then, as I said, another storm coming in, but it'll be late night, slight chance of rain and snow coming into the central Idaho mountains. On Saturday, it will continue to be windy. With a slight chance actually of some rain. I would say that would be north of Idaho Falls for the most part, and it is just a slight chance. And it actually, in spite of the fact that it continues to be windy and there's another chance of rain, we are looking at a warming trend to continue all the way through till Sunday. And then you can see in the southeast and eastern highlands, once again, there's a chance of rain and snow and a slight chance of thunderstorms there. And then morning chances just for the central Idaho mountains, with it being likely actually in the Sawtooths. And by Sunday, you can see it's starting to fall off a little bit, just breezy conditions in the afternoon for the Snake River Plain, Magic Valley, and then by nightfall, though, Sunday night, there is a chance of rain returning to the central Idaho mountains. And then all day, there's a slight chance of rain in the eastern highlands. And on Monday, you can see it takes a while to get going, but by the afternoon there is a slight chance of rain, mostly for the higher elevations. So here's the surface weather depiction for today. You can see where the rain-snow mix is most expected. Once again, in the highlands during the morning hours, and then in the central Idaho mountains during the late night hours tonight. And you can see why it's being caused by this trough as it moves in. And there's our storm for the next day, Friday. So let's see how the snow develops over this. This is this morning. Again, it's been streaming over here. So this was from midnight to 6 a.m. You can see actually some pretty good snow here in the Bear River range of mountains, and also here up above Island Park and in the Yellowstone area. And that will continue to intensify this morning. And you can see it starts to fade in the afternoon, a lot of that being replaced by rain. And then you can see the snow is starting to develop at extreme high elevations in the central Idaho mountains for the afternoon. And then during the evening hours, it lowers and spreads out. But still, light accumulations. Most of what you see there is below half an inch. And then we're getting 1 to 3 inches for the late night hours. That would be after midnight until 6 a.m. Here's what the winds are going to do. You can see it's very windy down here in our southwest corner of our forecast area. This is at 9 a.m. You can see a lot of west and northwest wind in portions of it, and then it actually becomes west once you get to the US 20 corridor. And then in the afternoon, though, it continues. Here's 6 p.m. winds. You can see, though, that the fastest winds have migrated to the northeast and now cover between Arco and Idaho Falls and Pocatello. Here are the highs for today. You can see not quite as warm as today was, or we'll struggle to get around 60 degrees. And then overnight lows with a cloud cover will stay actually fairly mild, getting below freezing in the Stanley Basin, though, and some of the extreme high elevations in the Sawtooths and Smoky Mountains. And here's the total accumulated rain through 6 a.m. tomorrow morning. So you can see it's, there's not a whole lot expected here in the Snake River Plain and eastern Magic Valley. And you can see the best of it is where, obviously the heaviest snow is going to be as well. So let's take a look at where the snow is. And you can see it is getting to 6 to 7 inches in some isolated areas here right up against the Tetons and Yellowstone Park. But otherwise, most of it is falling in that 1 to 6 inch range. And even 1 inch plus is at fairly extreme high elevations. Okay, now we look at Friday. Once again, we have some light precipitation expected, and it's low elevation rain, high elevation snow. And you can see once again, it's the eastern highlands and the central Idaho mountains. Not very much going on, especially in the southeast highlands, and especially in the eastern Magic Valley and our south central highlands. But again, at high elevations, there is some light snow. Again, most of this is a half an inch here during the morning hours, and it just pretty much disappears for the afternoon as temperatures continue to warm. And then during the overnight hours, not much falls in the evening hours between 6 p.m. and midnight. So here's after midnight. You can see it's starting to develop once again in the central Idaho mountains. But again, not very much. Here are the winds, though, for Friday. This will be the big news on Friday is the wind. This is the strongest wind at 3 p.m. You can see that is actually close to gusting to 50 miles an hour over the Arco Desert. And lots of winds gusting close to 40 miles an hour in Pocatello, Idaho Falls, and Rexburg. So watch out for this day. It is very likely that a wind advisory could be necessary. As you can see, once you get over the divide, much worse in western Montana. And temperatures about the same, not a whole lot of change from Thursday to Friday. And overnight lows continue to be mild. It'll be windy, so the temperatures will stay elevated. And then snowfall, we're looking in the morning hours. Some light snow, again, most of it below a half an inch. And in the afternoon, it continues to snow, but you can see much higher elevations as it retreats to a smaller area. And that will be pretty much it with snow for a while. Just some sporadic snow on Saturday. Here at 3 p.m., you can see winds substantially less, about 10 miles an hour or less. And temperatures, with the southerly winds returning, we are looking at a warming trend here. You can see it's a solid 6 to 10 degrees, depending on your location. And then overnight lows because of the warming, and there is still some cloud cover, although nowhere near as much. Temperatures, it's pretty much a wash. Still a lot of 40s, and Stanley Basin just getting below freezing. as the night before. That's all I have. If you have any further questions, you can always call us at this telephone number here at the bottom center, or check out the weather yourself at weather.gov/Pocatello. Thanks for watching.